Yeah. Let's get this shit up here. Printed everything off too today.
Ready?
Sure. Open her up.
Welcome back to a very, very special episode of the Junior Oil. As you can see, if you're listening on camera, we are here at ROGERS Place. Man, oh man, this is really breathtaking stuff, Josh, if you're a broadcaster.
Yeah, someone's got to pinch me. Someone's got to wake me up from
Yeah.
this dream. I actually can't believe that we're actually here
Yeah.
right now. The day has come, and we have a terrific game
Yeah.
here tonight. It's going to be a heck of a
I
game.
totally forgot about the game because like we're here and it's like, oh my gosh, we're about to call a hockey game. But people are starting to now pile into the arena as we see. This is going to be a super fun game. We got a great matchup, lots to get into in this pregame.
Big game.
Josh, I mean, where do you want to start this one?
I want to start by saying thank you to everyone in
I
the
would agree. Yep,
organization
for
for allowing us to do this, first of all. Can't thank them enough. Everyone part of the Junior Oilers and Hockey Edmonton. This is a dream come true. As far as the game, whenever the orange and blue teams face each other, I don't know, they bring something out of each other.
Yeah,
that
they do.
that other teams don't, right?
Yeah, you don't see it. It's a battle.
It always is. The last time they played, it was a 4-3 game.
Yep.
Really, really tight. They played each other last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And that whole series was
So
tight.
crazy.
And that we had the pleasure of calling that at the Bill Hunter Arena, and that was an amazing,
Awesome.
amazing series.
Yeah, it was fun.
And the way things are going this year, they very well might face each other in playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Again this year.
It very much happened. Yeah.
And so far this year, the blue team has a better point percentage on the year. They've been playing a little bit better hockey overall. But whenever orange faces them, they always give them a run for their money.
Yeah.
They always do.
I'd agree.
And I would expect nothing different, especially here on Rogers Place ice.
For sure. I couldn't agree more.
Both teams coming off a loss, though, yesterday.
Yeah, both teams tough games. The Junior Oilers blue had 34-12, where the shots ended up losing in overtime. Orange
Sometimes
also,
sometimes
it's the way it goes against Lloyd. But I'm sure we talked to Memphis after his big win.
Yeah.
And he was very hyped up about this game. So everyone is going to be, the juice is going to be flowing. We're hearing that there's 450 tickets sold for this game.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
So that is pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah, we're going to have
Gonna
a decent
be a decent attendance in here.
Yeah.
But man, it's definitely a lot more than we see at Bill Hunter, but it's so cool to just be here, and it's going to be a fun game tonight, breaking down these two teams.
Yes, most definitely. Both teams with some high-scoring people at the top of their lineup.
Yep.
Adkin, who we interviewed
He's been on fire.
He's been on fire.
He's an 09. He's 15 years old.
I know, it's
crazy.
insane. And we learned last episode, we interviewed him. Go check it out on the previous episode. It was a great interview. Awesome kid. He just started playing hockey full-time in like 2020. Is that what he said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 years ago.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's
he's
wild.
He's like a natural athlete,
Yeah.
Atkin, and he's got 26 points on the year. On the other side, Ben Harvey's having a heck of a year
man.
himself.
What
He's
a
got
beast.
13 and 13. He's got 26 points as well. He's tearing it up.
Yeah, 4th overall pick from the Prince Albert Raiders. He's got to play a few games in the Dub as well this year. Scored his first point during the Circle K. And, man, he has been tearing up the league. Top 10 points in the league. That's what you expect him to be, right? He is such a talented player, being 4th overall pick.
Exactly. So
crazy stuff.
keep an eye on number 10 for Orange, Ben Harvey, one of the best. Number 7, Memphis Atkin for Blue. He's one of the best as well. Another player that we should try to get on one of these episodes, and we will, Nathan Gunther.
Yeah, he's going to be fun, man.
He's a defender. He's a defenseman, but he's second on Blue in scoring.
Yeah.
And he's all over the ice all the time, and he's an integral part of the power play
for sure.
Team Blue.
Yeah, especially losing two big guys in Ashton Lee and Eric Ripka, as we're just hearing some laughter down the other side. But both key pieces to this team, Josh, and losing them was a very tough loss. Ashton Lee, it's a good thing. He moving on to the AJ, which is awesome stuff for him.
And his teammates are very happy for him. But on the other end,
it's too bad for Ripper. I mean, it's
Ripka, he's out for the season with a torn up knee. That's a very, very tough injury.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience, I have a messed up knee, and it's never the same.
Right.
And I'm nowhere near as athletic as the kids we're going to be watching tonight, but a knee injury is tough.
For sure.
Doesn't matter who you are, right?
Yeah.
So we wish him nothing but the best, Ripka. Hopefully you get you get well sooner rather than later and be back on the ice as soon as possible. We don't know the starters officially.
No, we will get that soon enough.
Yes.
I'm not sure if we're going to get a sheet from Blue today but I guess we'll see as people are now starting to file in for this one. But
I'm assuming Salisbury's going to be starting.
Yeah, Salisbury's starting because Berard's still hurt. We haven't heard a word on that.
No.
The other side, who knows? I mean, it is a tough thing having two good goaltenders and deciding who to start in this hockey game.
Yeah, I was looking at their stats earlier. They've split the workload like right down the middle.
Yeah, for sure.
And both of them playing really well.
Yeah.
Oliver Bricks and
Kiselevich. Both very good.
Yeah, Bricks with 13 games played, 7-5 record. Kiselevich 6-5-2 record. Both decent goals against average, 234 for Bricks and 271 for Kiselevich. Both save percentages over 900. Bricks with a couple shutouts, Kiselevich with a shutout himself. So you can't really go wrong with either of the goaltenders.
No, you can't. That's for sure. They're both very, very solid coming in. Yeah. So it's going to be a great matchup. The last time these two teams played, I don't know if we've mentioned this, a 3-2 victory. Orange scored to tie up the game
4-3.
late. Yeah. 4-3, sorry.
Yeah.
They came up to tie the game late.
Oh, it was,
tied 3-3.
It was a crazy game.
Went to overtime.
Yeah.
There was a turnover by Blue. Went the other way. Jacob Lowen ended up putting in the winner. That was a crazy game. We had him on our pod after. That was our first interview, or one of our first player. That was our first player interview.
Yeah, and of course, the Orange and Blue are going to go to overtime.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went to overtime here tonight.
Historically in this game, I checked last year, Orange won 5-1 over top of Blue. So it is a historical domination by Orange.
But that's
last
one game.
year. Yes,
that's
one game.
That's one game.
But Orange has Blue's number, Josh, and I think we can both agree on that. They find ways to beat Blue. Yeah. So Blue is going to come out ready tonight, Josh. Well, missing their big guys.
Yes. Well, both teams are, because both of them coming off 2-1 losses, both of them. The Oilers, Orange were against the Calgary Buffaloes. They lost 2-1 last night.
Right.
And then, like we mentioned, the Blue lost 2-1 against Lloydminster last night as well. So there's a lot of parallels with these teams going into this. In the last 10 games, Orange 4-4-1. So they're just kind of average in the last 10 games. But Blue, they've only got 5 wins in their last 10 as well.
Yeah.
They're 5-2-3. So, I mean, it honestly is anyone's game.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're so stacked. Comparatively, they're really, really close.
Yeah.
Goals for Blue sinks a little bit more. They have 98 goals on the year, 78 for Orange.
Yeah.
And goals against, though, Orange keeps it out of their net a little bit more, 65 goals against, opposed to Blue's 72 goals against. So both teams are in the positives of scoring. Both teams about average with the special teams. Blue a little bit better, 22% on the power play, 18 for 100. They've Orange has got exactly 100 power plays on the year thus far, and the penalty kill is virtually the same. Yeah, around 88%.
This is as close as it can get,
yes,
Josh.
Yes, exactly. And both these teams are ready. We talked to Memphis last episode, and he was stoked as we are.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine being down in that room right now.
We've seen some guys come out. I've kind of been looking back, seeing some of them come out and just take in what this is like. It's just pretty impressive that we're here. It's
just look look around. There's banners up there of the all-time greats, all the Stanley Cup championship banners.
Crazy stuff.
It's absolutely
insane.
Just
to be here in the booth where Jack Michaels is sitting just down there, like we heard earlier. It's pretty awesome. It is awesome. Just one more note on this hockey game as we kind of start to wrap this thing up. Well, they're testing the horns now, as you might have heard there, but. Historically, in this, the way these two teams have played, Orange doesn't play as well in the regular season, Josh. They didn't last year. Blue ended up getting that bye.
Yep.
But then when it came down to it, Josh, Orange found that extra step and found a way to beat Blue last year. So right now, looking at it, Blue is right in contention. Sherwood Park's right there. St. Albert's kind of creeping. Orange is there too, but again, Orange.
They're a few points back.
Yeah. So if Blue keeps winning the way they're playing, I mean, getting a bye, it's obviously huge going in. So
well, Blue is tied for second with 36 points, 1 point behind Sherwood Park, who is in the lead with 37 points. And Orange, they have 29 points on the year. So they're 3 points behind Fort Saskatchewan, who is ahead of them with 32 points. So this is a big game for Orange if they want to keep pace with those top four teams. So,
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, Josh. It's going to be a absolute excellent game.
Yeah.
We'll be on IG Live as well
Yes.
during the game. Hopefully, I can get a tripod for that. We're gonna have to look into. But
I think I might have one.
You
I
have
might.
one
I might have one. I
for
don't know.
a
I gotta
phone?
look. I gotta look. I don't
okay,
know.
so we'll see about that. But either way, we're gonna have the live. We'll find a way to get it going, and you can also listen to the game or watch it after it's done, the full action. So it is. I mean, this is crazy, Josh. This
Yeah.
is. I mean, big shout out to Hockey Edmonton and everything that made this happen. So it's gonna be fun tonight.
Most definitely. I cannot wait. This is like a dream come true.
Yeah.
And this is the first of 2 games that we're going to be doing here this season.
Yeah.
The girls, the unbeaten ladies, 18-0 on the year, they're going to be playing here on the 26th.
Yeah.
So in about a week and a half.
Crazy.
So, yeah, we'll be here again. But we'll also be back for a post game. So check that out as well.
Yeah.
And cannot wait.
Oh, I'm so excited. So hopefully you enjoyed this little bit. We're only how far away from puck drop? We're getting close to warm-ups, but yeah, it is going to be a fun one tonight at Rogers Place. That was the Junior Oil with Manny and Jacko.
Thank you.